You are tuned in to 2 to 3 with Janet Leigh on WHLR1.com. It's Hotline Radio, the number one station on the net. Now, today we're just going to jump right on in because we have the legend himself, Motown Artist Rockwell. Now, before I even give you a chance to speak, I just want to go ahead and jump right on this because I'm just dying to know, because it's been some time since your last singles had come out to now, and I hear that you're getting ready for your comeback and everything. So can you tell us, and you have an entertainment company and things like that going on, so can you get into a little bit about all of that?
We're going to be cutting some more stuff and doing a little preparation for live performance. And
oh, great!
And I'm also have a entertainment company that I'm trying to start.
Oh, wow!
It's called Rockwell Entertainment Enterprises, and it consists of several different projects and a record label and a television division and my band and Rockwell and the Revelation, I think, is going to be the new name.
Oh, awesome! That sounds great. So when is that expected? All that expected to come out?
I'm sorry?
When are you expected to come out with a new single and stuff? Is there an ETA?
A new single?
Yes.
Well, it shouldn't be much longer. I kind of want to keep it a surprise. It won't be much longer.
Okay. Yay.
But we want to really put our best foot forward and give you something really amazing. So, we don't want to rush it
right.
out. We want to, keep, if we have to fine tune it or whatever needs to be done, to make it, really incredible. That's what we want to do.
That's the best way to go about it. And also with people listening and myself as well that are fans, it's going to be sitting on the edge of our seats just waiting for it to drop and to hear it. So so hopefully you won't keep us waiting too long for that.
You have it first. How's that?
Oh, woohoo! Yay! You're going to have to come back on when it does come out, and we're going to have to debut it on my show.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm very hard to make sure that happens.
Oh, please do. If not, I'll be hitting up Chris Morrissey and letting him know to be hunting you down for me.
Yeah, well, if you tell Chris Morrissey I said that, he'll be on my case.
He'll
be on my case.
Alrighty. That's excellent. I'm going to have to be now. I ain't playing. You say you're going to be up here again and we're going to debut your song. Ooh, I'm going to make sure I'm going to hold you to that.
All right.
So now, other than like everything with your music and stuff that you're getting ready to do again and stuff, how have you been doing? What's been going on with you other than the music? Why such a big break in between then and now?
Well, I'm sorry for that. Well, the last part again?
Why such a break in between then and now?
Well, I have to say that, a lot of it has to do with life experience. What I wanted to do is just take some time to just really, kind of see it, investigate human behavior and do some soul searching within myself.
Right.
And really, I think that I've grown a lot, and I really want to offer now more so than I did then. It was just, I believe that I had, a lot of great things that I could have done, but it really didn't feel that I was, at a place as a human being to really deal with it like I do now. Now I really think that I can handle, great success.
Right.
And I can handle, I know I have a lot more wisdom now.
Okay.
And my spirituality is totally intact as far as I'm concerned. And which I went on a spiritual quest for a while, and I tried everything.
Right.
Buddhism, Hinduism, Catholicism, Jehovah's Witness, Judaism, Mormonism, Muslim,
wow.
Christianity. I I tried it all.
Oh, wow.
So I went on a quest, and I just learned as much as I could, and I feel that I found the way. I found the way, the truth, and the life. Oh. And I think, that's what I feel like I found. And
wow.
So.
Well, that's amazing, and I look at it like this: a lot of people that start out young, they won't admit to that they actually, because some young people, some young artists that you see come out, they just go downhill because it's so much for them to have all this attention from the media and press and everything, and I like that about you, that what you just said, that you just took time to actually come back with more wisdom and more things like that to better your career and to better your success. And that takes a lot for someone to admit that.
I think that, being an artist is a great responsibility, because you have a lot of influence, and a lot of people look up to you, and they listen to you, and they listen to what you say and what you're singing about, and the messages that you're putting across, and I really feel that, that's why I went on that quest, because I wanted, to really find my purpose and my mission in life, and what it was that I was what I wanted to come across with, to the American public and the world.
Right.
And so I really feel that I know what that is now, and now I want to I have no fear. Before I had fear because I was uncertain about why I was doing everything.
Right.
I think it's very shallow if you just want to be an artist just because you want money, or you want girls, or you want fame or fortune. There's got to be a profound meaning behind why you do what you do.
Right, exactly.
And I feel that I found that.
That's great.
And, I'm very spiritual, and I'm very religious as well. But what I did was that one of the reasons why I kind of felt that I didn't continue in the music industry all these years is because I made a deal when I did with God, with the Father, and I had prayed for somebody who's watching me, my song, I always feel like somebody's watching. Anyway, I felt that what I did was I prayed for that. That was a divine inspiration, and because I prayed about it, I asked the Father. I said, "Please, if you do this for me, I will tell everyone about you, and I will tell them that because of you and the Holy Spirit, of course, that this was why this happened for me,
right?
And that other people can come to you and do the same thing,
right?
And so I said my prayer, which was, God, please grant me the creativity to write a song that will go to the top of the chart, and that will take the taste bud of the music connoisseur.
Right.
And then 2 days later, somebody watching me was finished.
Oh, wow.
And the very first time that I went to go, after I prayed, it was the next day, I believe, or something like that, I went and I got a cassette recorder. I had done the track. Track was done. And I didn't know what the melody was going to be. I didn't know what the words were going to be.
Right.
But when I sat down on the carpet, I got on the carpet, just got on my floor, and I pushed play on the track. I had a 4-track recorder at the time, which I did the demo, and somebody's watching me on. And then I pushed play, and I can tell you that the melody and all the words, just about every word, maybe there's just a few words, a couple of words here and there that were different, but I did it from the first take, from beginning to end, and all the words came out of me, the melody came out of me.
Oh, wow.
I'm just an average man with an average life. I work from 9 to 5. I LA, hell, I paid the price. I mean, everything came out, and it was the easiest thing I ever did.
Oh, wow.
And I know that was the Holy Spirit. I know that was divinely inspired, that song.
Oh, yes.
So the reason why I'm telling you all this is because one of the reasons, or the main reason why I believe that I had to go on this quest for wisdom, knowledge, information, and spirituality was because I didn't. When I went on I remember I went on the American Bandstand, and Dick Clark asked me. He said, "How did you get the inspiration for your songs? What happened? How do you write a song? I mean, how does it come about? I mean, what inspires you? Where does this come from?"
Right.
And I didn't keep my promise. You see, I was supposed to tell him because the promise I made, which was the Father, gave this to me. God gave this to me, the Father,
right.
And the Holy Spirit, and they were responsible. I mean, this is a divinely inspired song, and everything I just said. And he asked me, and I said, I heaped the glory before myself, so to speak, and I said, I get a feeling, and it's on YouTube. You guys can see it.
Yeah.
I'm not proud of that interview, but
okay.
I'm really not proud. That's the worst interview I think I've ever done.
Oh, wow.
but he asked me, and I tried to say, it's a feeling, and I get these feelings, and then it comes to me sometimes, and I just the groove going, and after I did that interview, my groove kind of stopped. I know
wow.
that it's because I didn't keep my promise. And,
right. Yeah.
The Father was like, okay, we gotta teach you some things.
Exactly.
We gotta kind of teach you a lesson, so to speak. So that was the reason why I stopped. That it was stopped, I believe.
Right.
And then I did everything. I did everything that I said. I learned. I was taught. By the Spirit. And now I'm ready. I'm ready to come out and let it like I'm doing right now. I'm just keeping my promise.
That's great. And never go back on that, and stay true to yourself and true to the Father, and everything will go smoothly. That's the way to be.
I think a lot of people a lot of people get their inspiration that way. The same way I got it.
Exactly.
From the Spirit,
yes.
and from the Father. And I just know that a lot of people just don't have the courage to come out and say it.
Right.
I learned one lesson. One of the greatest lessons I learned in my travels, through with God and through my life, is that it's better to be in trouble with people than it is to be in trouble with God.
Oh yes, that's for sure. Most definitely. Wow. So without
my music is going to be spiritually based. It's not going to be gospel. It's going to be mainstream music,
Right.
But it's not. But it is going to have spirituality and godly things in it. So,
well, that's good. That's always some good music to listen to, and some to give you an uplifting spirit and everything. Now with your music, so because I was getting ready to ask you, but you had already answered it before I could even ask the question. The difference in what your music is going to be now than what it was before. So with the spiritual music and stuff like that, for mainstream, is it basically going to be about your journey through finding your spirituality and your life experiences over the years?
Well, I know who I am now. You know what I mean?
Right.
Some people never come to know who they really are.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that everyone on this planet, or at least most people, or a lot of people anyway, are known throughout the universe as something.
Right.
Somebody, something, stuff like that.
Right.
And so I know who I am, and a lot of people never grow up, and they never learn. They never come to know who they are.
Okay.
And I know who I am now. So.
That's
I don't know. Does that answer your question or what?
Yeah, that answered it. So yeah. That's great, and it's always good to know who you are, because like you said, a lot of people go through life not knowing who they really are, because a lot of times a lot of people are ashamed to show who they really are, or scared to find out who they really are. So that's very good to go on that type of journey and take the time to get to know you and to get to know the Father and be spiritual and everything, because that is always a plus. And I don't care what nobody says, don't ever be ashamed to believe in have your religion, your spirituality and stuff, because it's nothing to be ashamed of.
Well, I believe that if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything.
Exactly. And you sure will. So you got to stand for something, and it don't matter what people think, what they say, because they don't they don't make or break you. You do that yourself. So don't worry about the haters or anything negative anybody's got to say, because they just mad with themselves. So yeah. So
but, it taught me to be grateful and appreciative and thankful. I come from a very prominent, very respected family.
Yes.
In this world and in the music industry, and we're known all throughout the world. And my father, of course, who he is. Right?
Yes.
Can I say?
Yes. Barry Gordy.
Yeah, my father is Barry Gordy, founder of Motown Records, and he worked with the Temptations, the Supremes, the Four Tops, the Commodores, Stevie Wonder, Marvin Gaye, Smokey Robinson, Michael Jackson. He discovered Michael Jackson, and worked with Michael Jackson at the Jackson Five, and so the Isley Brothers and guys like the Fifth, and I mean the list goes on and on.
Oh yeah.
And so I want to do a record label that is like the new Motown, but with multicultural artists. Motown was mostly a black oriented or black artists,
right?
More black artists,
right?
Diana Ross, did movies and things after her career took off.
Oh wow!
With the Supremes, she left, became a solo artist, and then she did, Lady Sings the Blues and Mahogany. And my father was,
wow,
he was her mentor, he was her, like her manager kind of.
Oh, okay.
And so anyway, I want to do the same thing. But I want to do. My father always wanted to be a songwriter. He was a songwriter. He wrote, Money. He wrote, You Make Me Feel So Very Happy.
Oh wow. Okay.
He wrote, Shop Around and Do You Love Me? And
he wrote that song.
Do You Love Me?
Oh my God! I was just playing that song when you actually called.
He did some early songs that he wrote with Jackie Wilson.
Oh wow!
Lonely Teardrops and Aretha Petite and
wow
and several others. And so anyway, but he always wanted to be an artist, so I want to go take the next step, push the envelope, and I want to be an artist, and I want to be a music executive, or have a mogul, or whatever you want to call it, have my own record label, and then do put some really great artists out there. And so
that sounds awesome. It sounds really good, and with your talent and everything like that, you definitely be on up there just like Motown is. So good luck with all of that, and congratulations on your past success, your current success, and your future success, because I could see it. It's there.
Thank you very much. And everyone will know what I mean when I come out. The songs that I choose to do and put out, the message, they'll get the message.
Now, with your music and your songs, are you going to have anyone? God, what is the word? See, you got my mind. I can't even think. I'm still just I have Rockwell on my show. Have anyone to collaborate? I can't even talk. With you on any of your tracks?
Do I have anyone I want to collaborate on any of my tracks? Is that your question?
Yes.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do.
Okay.
Well, one person who comes, let's see. I want to do an album that touches on several different genres.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do pop, rock, hip hop, R&B, country, blues, rap.
Okay.
And maybe even some Christian songs. But I don't even know. We're gonna just cut and cut, but then we'll see what ends up going on.
Okay.
But some Jewish rap, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, I want to do all of those. But one of the things I want to do is rock. It's really a big influence for me. I'm influenced by Van Halen, AC/DC.
Oh wow.
Aerosmith, Led Zeppelin.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I want to work with Lenny Kravitz. As a matter of fact, and I've even picked out the song. Well, at least I don't know. We could do more than one, but I have one in particular that we've just got to do.
Okay.
And I don't know if I should say it. I want to keep it a surprise.
Okay,
but
you can keep it a surprise.
I'm sorry?
I said you can keep that a surprise for now.
Lenny Kravitz is someone who I really want to work with. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you know, but Lenny Kravitz was my first guitar player and my first backup vocalist in my first band in high school.
Oh, wow.
And,
okay, I didn't know that.
He was.
Wow, okay.
He was in my band. He was my guitar player.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. I learned something today. That's amazing. Awesome.
And then so it's not so far from the realm of possibility for it to happen. So
okay.
But I don't mind if he's listening. I hope he can hear me, and he should just contact me, and we should just do this thing.
Yeah. There you go.
But but then he went on. The band broke up. He went over and started his career before he was Lenny Kravitz. He was always Lenny Kravitz, but he went on to he started doing music under the name Romeo Blue.
Okay.
And after he left me, he went on to he became Romeo Blue, and then he dropped that name and then came out as Lenny Kravitz, and then the rest is history.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. I didn't know that. Okay, I thought he had always been Lenny Kravitz. Wow. Okay. So now, aside from the music and everything like that, who are you? Who is Rockwell as a person?
Pardon me?
Who is Rockwell as a person aside from being a music artist?
As a person?
Yes, as a person.
Well, I'm like I said before, I'm a spiritual person, and I believe that I'm a very good person. I have a good heart. Mm-hmm. I'm very compassionate. I'm very loving. I'm very, I feel that I'm very wise, and so I try to impart my wisdom to other people. I don't think that people should have to stumble through life, trying to figure things out and trial and error all the time.
Right.
I try to impart the wisdom and all of the trials, tribulations, persecution, all the suffering, and all the things that I've gone through. I try to help people so they don't have to go through those things. So I have a lot of compassion for people. But one thing you'll have to know about me is that true compassion is telling people the truth, even though the truth may hurt and they don't want to hear it.
Right.
I tell people the truth, and it's something that's called tough love. Sometimes you have to give people tough love because you can give them the nice, sweet, pretty, soft, sweet, whatever love.
Right.
But sometimes you have to just, even though the person's gonna maybe be angry with you, you gotta tell them the truth.
Yeah.
And the truth will set you free.
Yeah, that's right. That's dead on right there. So since you mentioned your father and who he is, which everyone knows, with him being who he is, how was it growing up? What was your life like growing up?
Well, I moved out here with my mother. Mm-hmm. Actually, Motown moved out here first. Mm-hmm. And then my father and my mother and my mother were not together. time, and he bought a house for us, and we moved. I moved in. We moved into the house, and then but he had moved Motown out like the year or a couple of years before. We were in Detroit, Michigan,
right?
And so you know what? I forgot. What was the question again?
What was it like growing up with your father being who he was?
Okay, cool. So, you know, I would go back and forth between my mother and my father's house. My father had a house in Hollywood Hills. My mother, he bought a house for her in Hollywood Hills. And they were, you know, just, you know, a couple of miles, you know, away from each other.
Wow.
And I would go back and forth. And so, I remember growing up and, you know, Sly Stone. My mother threw a party for Sly Stone. She was dating Sly Stone.
Oh, wow.
and I came home one day and there's Sly Stone there and all these people and the music is blaring and blasting and stuff like that. So that's kind of like something, you know, that you could say that was different, out of the ordinary than from, you know, not for most folks don't experience that. But then also, you know, I would go to my father's and he would be having, you know, meetings with writers and producers and they would, you know, a lot of people would be writing songs and stuff. And so I grew up, you know, watching people writing songs and trying to work out melodies and work out words and I remember, you know, I felt left out because I was always, you know, just a kid, you know, around, but I wasn't a part of it, you know, and I wanted to be a part of something, you know, I wanted to be a part of something. So I remember that one time my father, you know, everybody went home, but after a day of all of that going on, working on songs, and I told my father, you know what, Dad, I wrote a song, and he said, oh, really, you wrote a song? What song was that? And I said, Jeremiah was a fool. He was a good friend of mine. You know, it was Joy to the World. You know?
Right.
I can't remember who wrote that, but I told him I wrote it. And who knows? I could have read it from another lifetime or in heaven or something. I don't know. But what I'm saying is that, you know, he said, okay, and he gave me a piece of paper and then he goes, okay, now you're going to write a song. And that was the beginning of me writing songs.
Wow.
And I didn't really finish the song, but I started writing things down. But you know, but that was an interesting thing. But then after that, my father sold that house and he moved to Bel Air.
Oh wow.
And so I was going back and forth from my mother's in the Hollywood Hills to my father's in the Bel Air. And, you know, I would go there and then, you know, you would see the Temptations, you know, would come over. And the Jackson 5, I remember we would go, I would, you know, I had slumber parties over the Jackson house, you know.
Wow.
They would come over the house in the Hollywood Hills and play basketball. And with my brothers and stuff, I was a little bit too young to play, but they would come over and they would, you know, so they would play basketball and stuff and stuff. But then my father also had a baseball team, and I remember we used to play against people, but the most memorable two teams that we were. My father had a team called DG's Top 10, and then the Jackson 5 were just the Jackson 5 or the Jacksons or something like that. And you know, we played baseball, you know, and so and then you know, so but then we moved, like I said, my father moved from Hollywood Hills to Bel Air, and I would go back and forth, and then the Temptations would come over. There's the Four Top. Marvin Gaye would be there.
Wow.
You know, I remember my father used to play tennis. He had a tennis court on his property, and he used to play tennis. And Sean Connery, James Bond, Sean Connery would come over and play tennis with him.
Wow.
believe I saw Gladys Knight at the house, and
Wow.
you know, different artists, and
Yeah.
you know, and so you know, I remember another taste of getting into the music industry, so to speak, was I was kind of like, I think I was about 14.
Mm-hmm.
13, 14, and I had moved in my father's house when I turned 13,
Mm-hmm.
and I was there, and we used to get these promotional records, you know, from Motown releases,
Uh-huh.
and one of them was Rick James, and I took the record, put it on my turntable,
Mm.
and I played it, and I loved this one song called "You and I." You
Oh,
and I,
wow.
do, you and me, we'll be together, eternally, Anyway, I loved it, and I went over to my father, and I told him, I said, listen, you got to hear this Rick James record. You got to hear this Rick James song. You and I, it's a hit. It's
Mhm.
great. You got to hear it.
Right.
And he said, oh, really? He said, yeah, you got to come up. And I said, I'm jamming up there in my room, and you got to come upstairs. And so he came up, and he said, okay, I'll come up. And he came upstairs, and I played it for him, and we listened to it about 8 times, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And we were dancing, and by the fifth time, we were dancing, and he was dancing, and then he said, okay, that's it. He said, you're right, that's a hit.
Oh, wow.
And then he said, I'm going to call the promotion department right now. And so I followed him downstairs. He got on the phone. He called the promotion department up, and he said, I'm not sure if he said this, but I think he said, my son just played this song for me, and Rick James, You and I. He said, it's a hit. Get behind it. You know,
Right.
let's put the money behind it. Put the money behind it, and let's it's a hit. And that became Rick James' first hit.
Wow.
His first single and his first hit that started the avalanche of songs. Super Freak and Give It to Me, Baby, and Mary Jane, and all the songs, you know.
Yeah. Wow. That's amazing. I wouldn't. Wow. You've been around a lot of legends and a lot of music legends. That's amazing. I don't know how I could be growing up like that. That would be crazy. Wow. And I could just imagine the type of parties you went to and everything. That's just crazy. Wow.
Yeah, well, when I did Somebody's Watching Me, my father was so thrilled.
Mm-hmm.
I remember, he didn't really pay too much attention to me or Somebody's Watching Me until one day it came on the radio when we were in a room that he so affectionately called Sweet the Funk. It was a room that he had turned into a recording studio. It actually was my room. It was the room that I used to live in, that I used to sing in. And we were in there, and it came on the radio, and he said, "Oh, son, you did it. I tip my hat to you. You really did it, man. You did it." And then after that, he took me to all the parties. He took me everywhere. I'm sure you know my son Rockwell. Somebody's watching me. You've heard that song. That's my son Rockwell. And here he is. This is my son Rockwell. And I remember him taking me to Hugh Hefner's one night.
Oh, wow.
And it was so. I was so excited, being a young person, an adolescent, or whatever. I was,
Right.
I was so excited to be around the playmates and the girls and stuff,
Yeah.
And he took me in a room, and Hugh Hefner and a few people were in there, and he said, "I'm sure you know my son Rockwell." He was so proud, and I was so proud, and it was a very happy time. Very happy time.
It sounds like it. It really was.
I believe he was a Shannon Tweed at the time.
Okay. Wow.
And my father, I remember, I admire and treasure women. I love women, you know, and I remember one of my first experiences with with sexuality was my father had a girlfriend of his over, and I didn't know she was there. I came in his room looking for him, and he was somewhere else. I don't know where he was, but I saw that the curtains were closed to the outside area,
right,
to the balcony, the deck,
right.
And so I thought he was out there. So I went and I pulled the curtain and I look out there and I see Miss World, Marjorie Wallace, Miss World, sunbathing nude.
Oh God!
Blonde hair, blue eyes. And I said to myself, "That's what I'm talking about." I think that would be mad at me putting all his business out there. but it was great. What an accomplishment for anyone to make this world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean?
Wow. Did she see you open the curtain and see her?
I'm sorry.
Did she see you open?
All women are great. I just want to say that. Go ahead.
Did she see you open the curtain and see her, or?
No, she was like the sun was beating down on her. And you could see it really good, because the sun was she was sunbathing and
right.
She didn't notice that I was looking at her.
What would your reaction have been if she had seen you?
What my reaction would have been if she had seen me?
Yeah.
I would have been like, "Hey baby, what's up?" You like younger guys? I don't know. Look, it was his girlfriend or whatever, and so that probably wouldn't have been appropriate, but that would have been that's a fantasy that
right.
But yeah, man, damn.
Oh, wow. Wow,
yeah.
that was crazy. Yeah, I bet every adolescent male would have liked to have done that and walked in on that. Wow.
But I was able to do some of my own things. After somebody's watching me took off, I did a lot of dates. I did a lot of performances.
Right.
And I did obviously phone caller. I did other songs, and I toured. Because I had an album, and I had an album, and so I toured, and I met a lot of people. I met Duran Duran. I met Roger Moore, actually. James Bond, Roger Moore. I saw him, in my travels. I did a lot of gigs in the United States, but I toured Europe. I toured Europe, a few times, and and I met a lot of let's see, who else? There was an artist named Taco back at the time, and then also Jermaine Jackson was touring out there.
Okay.
When I was, and anyway, I met a lot of people, along the way. I saw Janet Jackson out there.
Yeah.
When I was out there, and
Yeah. So
anyway.
Do you keep in contact with the people, like the Jacksons and all those people still? Do you still keep contact with them?
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
Do you still keep contact with Janet Jackson and all of them and everybody that you've came across over the years?
Well, there are some people that I stay in touch with, and there's others that I don't.
Right.
I'll find that it's harder sometimes to keep a relationship going with people when they're at the height of their success, or what I'm saying, they're busy, and it's harder to. But when people kind of come down off of that high horse, so to speak, it's a lot easier to keep something going.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so.
Yeah, yes, I can just imagine the crazy times through your success and your career and stuff, and just growing up through all of that. Yeah, yeah, I'm sure you got a hell of a lot of stories.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to come back on the show sometime and tell you some stories about me and Michael Jackson. And,
yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, we had some time together.
Yeah.
I went to Neverland, and also we hung out on the beach, and and summer parties, and
Right.
nothing happened, nothing went on, but I slept in the same bed with the guy.
Oh wow.
He didn't try to mess with me.
Oh my goodness.
But anyway, I'd love to come back on the show and talk about some of those stories.
Yeah, I would love to have you back on the show just to talk about that. Now, when you were saying that you had an album, of course I knew you had an album and everything. Now, do you have any more copies of your albums and stuff? Where can people find the albums? Because some people like to get the old albums and stuff.
Well, I'm sure you can find my album on iTunes.
I'm talking about like an actual hard copy of the album.
I mean, there's other avenues, there's other places you can find it, and some of my other outlets as well. But there's been. That's why I'm really, I'm like a racehorse at the gate, kicking and scratching and trying to get out the gate because I want to come back out again. Because
right.
Unfortunately, a lot of my music.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of my music, is not available as other artists. I've noticed,
right?
It's not as available,
right.
Okay. But you could contact Universal Motown and ask them, Universal Motown in New York.
Okay.
And try to find out where you can get, where they're putting my material.
Now, is there any, like, for a hard copy of your material, is there any way for diehard fans and, true fans of your music and is there any way for them to get a signed copy of your album?
Well, we can do something special. If we can get a hold of some copies, I'd be willing to, sign some copies, and you could do like some kind of a sweepstakes or something, where somebody
we do some type of contest,
a signed copy or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
we can work that out, Janet. We can work that out. But listen, sweetheart, I gotta run very soon. So
well,
let's try to wrap it up, okay?
All right, let's do that. Now, are you on any social media at all? Do you have any social media accounts like Facebook or Instagram or Twitter? Do you have a Facebook account?
Well, it's all my social media is personal. I mean, I am on Instagram. I am, on Facebook, but
That's just personal.
I don't know.
Now,
it's okay. It's cool. It's cool.
Okay. Now, have you tried with Facebook? Because instead of just having a personal page, have you tried making a fan page?
Yes, we tried to make a fan page, but it wasn't really done, the way I believe it should be done.
Okay.
We're getting ready to do all that stuff. We're getting ready to do a whole thing.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
My bio, the whole, website, everything. We're getting ready to do it now.
Oh, well, that's awesome. Okay. Well, in between now and then, let's stay in contact or go through Chris, either or, and let's get that rolling about the contest that we can have to get some signed copies, as well as so people can keep up with your music and things that you got going on. And so just as soon as all your social media accounts are open and your websites and stuff, keep in contact so I can get that put out there to my fans and listeners as well.
All right. Thank you so much, Janet Leigh.
Thank you, and you have a wonderful day.
All right. God bless you, sweetheart.
God bless you.
All right. And you have a way to reach me, don't you?
I should be able to. Yes.
All right. So anytime, I'm available to you. Okay.
All right. Great. Thank you so much.
Like I I say to most people, I'm available 24 hours a day, 369 days of the year.
Awesome. Excellent. And I'm going to hold you to coming back on the show and debuting and all kinds of stuff that you've been saying up here today. So I will get in contact with you soon and talk to you soon.
All right. Talk to you soon.
All right. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
That was the legend himself, Rockwell. Thank you so much for coming on the show. And I look forward to having you on again, as well as debuting your song when it does come out. Good luck and congratulations on everything that you've succeeded in and continue succeeding in. Thank you to all my listeners.